Gauge has got long 7875, long 7875. What is it? 1:41 p.m. Chicago time. So we had FOMC released. We had, the usual kind of activity, a lot of amateur bars kind of going on here. Why am I going long when seemingly we've just had a low risk entry point coming on the system? Because this was too far away. This is the exhaustion buy. It's kind of earlier on in the day that we had our push up, all kind of amateur bars. I want to see a proper blow off move before this kind of reverses and goes the other way. And what we just had on this little dip down into 75s, blue professional bar came in, and a couple on 500, and this little dip down, that's why I jumped in. So on that little bit of weakness, they kind of picked it up and we immediately went through the highs. So we could just see a nice little kind of blow off move. Because we got so much volatility, I'm just going to move my target out to 84.75. FOMC days always kind of rangy, volatile kind of activity, so I think that's kind of a wise thing to do. What is our high? Our high up here, 81 even, so yeah, stops. 81 even? Yeah, 81 even. So stops sitting just under 82s. Anyway, so that's the low risk entry point. If that kind of gets triggered on the upside, it's kind of a false move. So we have professionals, yeah, definitely up here and up here, but they then kind of came in down at the low of the range. So far up here, nothing kind of crept in. And yeah, we could just see a nice kind of stop run up in the 80s. Alright, see where we go next. Alright, so here we go as we're kind of coming up to have a look at 81s. We're busting through resistance on 2 time frames. So triggered back into strength. And we also, so we got resistance, we're trying to bust through, no blue professional bars taking profits. We've also got cyclical support coming on the due, at least on the 4500 tip bar chart. So that could see us form a nice little pullback end of trend, another one on the 4500 tip bar chart. Alright, well here's 81 just touched. There's the pullback support coming on the 4500 tip bar chart, so that we just momentarily started to trigger some stops there. Was it 81.75? So come on, it's just my phone. Ooh, 82's just been touched. So it's a little bit of a stop run, so 84.75. And yeah, what I really want to see is exhaustion buy on the 1500. So that was a nice one at least. Alright, here we go. This is getting interesting. So a little exhaustion on the 500. Okay, blue professional bar on 45. That's important. We're not seeing pullback end of trend. That high number 83.75. So I need another point above that. Be nice. So come on. That's where they're starting at least to take some profits. Mind you, they were taking some here as well. System says, yeah, we're broken back up. Another flush pattern. Because this was that was the beginning of the day. That was an 8,000 read, which is pretty significant. But we've not really had anything like that. That was only a 4,000, so come on to really kind of reverse us around. Alright, testing back up. We're at 83s again. Blue professional up bars, look at this. kind of negative kind of read. At some point we'll put in our end of trend on the 4500 tip bar chart. But let's get that blow-off activity going and put in some end of trends on at least the lowest time frame. 84.75 is my target. There's those blue professional up bars coming in. Just had the one tiny little one there. They're always interesting when the range is like that, like tiny, infinitesimally small. Don't know how they do that. Manipulate the market to kind of trigger that kind of signal. Anyway, that's it there. 3 even. Come on. Let's go blow off. Well, maybe I was getting greedy, pushing my target that far up, but here's the pullback to end of trend, going off on the 500 tip bar chart, starting to go off, and there's the end of trend on the 45. It was pretty significant kind of selling into that, but to reverse things we need to see blow off. So I could easily see us going through 83.75 and getting all of a sudden running another whole bunch of stops or whatever. Well, still holding out for that blow-off move. That was the strength of the selling that was into this profit taking kind of here. Now we're coming up cyclical support on 1500. I know we've got this end of trend sitting there, we've got this end of trend, we've got this bearish divergence playing off this exhaustion buy. But come on, let's see an exhaustion buy on the 1500. What we need to do is just bust through 83.75s, and all of a sudden it'll be that blow-off kind of activity. You see this kind of early in the move, too early. I mean, they're getting ready, yeah, but we hadn't seen that kind of this type of activity. So if you see that after a blow-off move, then it shows the move's kind of getting going. But if it's before, we've still got to see it play out. So I know this is there, that's there, that's there. All this kind of topping out type stuff, but come on. Okay, here we go. We're having another shot at it. And this is putting in our pullback to end of trend on the 1500 tip bar chart, and 83 evens, 83.75 is this previous little technical double top sitting there. And a little bit of time to run. We've got 4,000 read on momentum. I think that should go to, we got a 6,000 read, so something like a 6, 7, 8,000, 83.75. There we go. We're getting interesting. Okay, 84.75 is what I'm shooting for. Come on. 84 even. Come on, 85, 84 and a half. 6,000 read, no blue professional bars yet. They're on the 500 tip bar chart. Oh, I'm out. Just taken out, and that's funny. My chart showed on my chart before my TWS. Excellent. 84.75 for 6. So it was worth holding through. And well, there we go. So we got an exhaustion pattern on the MTF chart. Excellent. It's the end of the day. Who knows what it's going to do? Whether it's going to close on the highs or whatever. Good.